Thank you all for coming to this meeting of the gods. The reason I brought you all here is because my son Hermes has informed me of a culture called Rome. Apparently these mortals are looking for gods of their own, and I would like us to fulfill that position.
But dear, we're already gods of one culture. Do we really need to expand? Isn't it enough what we already have?
Yes, but why not? We are gods. We can do whatever we want and rule whoever we want.
Okay, bring it back down to Olympus, dear. My, you could awaken the Kraken if you're yelling.
But I have a point, no? We are gods. Nothing is written about as being anchored to one culture.
Surely that we exist in Greek culture. Shouldn't that be an indicator they should be in Greek culture?
Well, what offerings do they make to us, Mother?
Yes, I'm curious about this also. Will they dedicate new rituals and festivals to us?
Hermes' message said that we be worshipped by an even greater number of followers. The Roman culture is far more advanced, and they have maths and roads and a whole expanding empire over vast lands.
Is our culture not also great? The Greeks have had an influence on those in the West. We have given the world beauty in the forms of philosophy, art, and architecture, and we've also given them math, you great behemoth.
Watch your mouth, woman! We Greeks may have all of that, yes, but the Romans have made improvements in all of these things. I think it's good to lord over them. Sister of the Seas, what do you say?
I don't care much for these things. I'm the god of the 7 seas. Whether it is in this land or the next, I will always rule what lies beneath them. What could these Romans possibly offer me?
Fine, you sour-faced goldfish. My daughter, Ares. You agree with me? I hear these Romans have fearsome armies that are undefeated in battle.
A fearsome army, you say? Well, that is inviting.
See, my favourite agrees with me.
Agrees with you on what, dearest Susie?
Hades, this does not concern you. Feel free to retreat back to your own realm.
If it concerns my brothers and sisters, then it should concern me.
However, Mother, I would prefer to face an undefeated foe rather than fight alongside them.
Would somebody please inform this old god of what is occurring here?
Your sister wants to leave us for the Roman pantheon.
The Romans, eh, sister? Sounds adventurous.
My sister. What do you say? Surely the notion of many more mortals entering your realm will be greatly appealing to you.
Appealing, you say? Appealing? Zeus, you have no divine cognitive ability to even begin to understand what the idea of more mortals arriving at my doorstep would mean for me. The ones who already belong to this land make me wish you hadn't saved me from my father's digestive system. Sister, I want to know who will rule in your stead.
That honour will have to be decided through means of testing one's ability of strength, courage, and wisdom, all qualities that I possess. Is there something amusing to you, sister?
Oh, Zeusy, you sit and flaunt these qualities that you claim to have and boast of your role in this universe, that it requires a supreme all-being entity to manage it, when instead it just requires someone to sit and observe?
Silence, you whining Gothic ghoul!
No, I will not, you egotistical cretin! You gave me this job of minding the souls who pass, and never, not once, have I had a break. Not since the end of the war with the Titans over 5,000 centuries ago. And you're trying to convince me to take more.
We all have our godly duties. Demeter and Dionysus are gods of agriculture. Athena and Ares are gods of war, spurring on armies. Hera is a goddess of marriage and birth and family, making sure the bloodlines of all the families are carried on. And I am...
You'll proclaim God of the rest of us, sitting up here in your clouds, throwing a lightning bolt whenever it pleases you. Which, if you simplify it, means doing nothing. Other than satisfying new kinks and playing with anything and everything, spawning new bastard children for our own pantheon.
Now watch your tongue!
No, you sit and be silent! Oh shit.
Your sister Hades speaks the truth. You do whatever you please. You have intercourse with anyone from titans to monsters, to even to your own siblings, and don't get me started on your disturbing fantasies, appearing on Earth as creatures and laying with mortals. Are you just bored?
Of course I've laid with my own siblings. You're my sister.
Yes, and I'm your wife. What's Demeter's excuse?
What,
I am not the only one who does it. Hades is married to my niece. Persephone.
I did not know she was my niece when I kidnapped her and tricked her into being bound to the underworld for half the year, for eternity.
How does that make the kidnapping any better? If you did not know that it was her at first, why did you not release her when finding out that I was her father?
I'm lonely and stressed. It's the only ways I can have living company nowadays anyway. She's happy. She's plenty to do and all the freedom she desires.
Freedom in the realm is for the dead.
Enough! We have drifted from our main priority. The reason I brought you all here. If I'm alone in the vision of ruling over the mortals in this new land, then so be it.
Fine, you're going, but you must choose a successor to take your place.
Well, I shall do it. I'm god of war. I'm the strongest of my siblings and undefeated in battle.
If you pick this grunt for the new god of God, I promise you, I will rain a tidal wave the size of your new land and crush your successor. I am the god of the seven seas. Surely that's enough in this land.
Don't listen to either of them. If you gave the job to them, Greece would become the next Atlantis or just another battleground. Give the job to me, and Greece will become the most thriving civilization in all of the world.
Zeus, I thought that after all your affairs and adultery and my clear loyalty in staying by your side, I would be the obvious selection.
Hades, you're as silent as the dead in your realm. Do you want to state your claim?
Of course, I dream of an easier responsibility than minding the afterlife. And I am the oldest, making me the wisest and strongest besides you. I am the only one among us who has and does rule over an entire realm, making me the only logical choice. You would deem the hell you live in the equivalent of all of Greece and not the vastness of the seven seas? But we all know that I, Hades, will never be chosen in a roster of the Queen of Fishes or the boastful foot soldier with a winning streak against the mortals or the god of digging things out of the dirt and eating it.
Digging yourself a deeper hole where you will remain, you lumbering corpse.
Oh, and not to mention your wife, Zeus, who has more sides to her loyalty than my three-headed dog. You are aware, Zeus, that when you're not looking, your devoted wife is either trying to murder your infant offspring or cursing your lovers into hideous monsters?
I do not deny these claims. You did say it yourself, Zeus. We are gods. We can do whatever. I choose to raise your misdeeds.
So go ahead. Pick one of us here to take over the responsibility and to rule over all.
After careful deliberation, I will now announce my successor. My sister, Hades.
What? Well, me, dear Zeus, are you sure? I don't know if I can accept such a task.
Oh no, I have spoken. The new ruler of Mount Olympus will be Hades.
If she is the god of the skies, then who will run the underworld?
Aha, this is true. She cannot rule when leaving her own realm unattended.
Well, I suppose the decision is up to your new queen.
Mother, you can't be serious.
I select, after much deliberation, that Ares will be the new god of the underworld.
No, you can't just do that.
What are you angry about? You'll probably know some of them down there. You know, after your many victories in battle.
Hold yourself, Ares. Hermes has just given me another message regarding the Roman Pantheon. Apparently they don't need us anymore.
What do you mean?
They've replaced me. All of us. There's now some false wench buffoon called Jupiter as their new god of gods. Those sniping little...
Well, am I to assume that things have changed and you are not leaving?
Yes. I will remain here as the one all-powerful ruler I once was.
Actually, sister, I think I will remain of god of the skies and queen of Mount Olympus.
Surely you see that I'm staying, that you will...
The god of all gods has spoken.
Well, do I still have to rule the underworld?
Don't worry. No, you do not. Oh, Zeusy dearest, a position has just become vacant.